I was the hardest worker on my high school football team, and I almost didn't go D1 as a result of that fact. I was just upstairs in my room refining some things for my coaching program. I was just texting some of my clients, talking to some prospects, and talking to my team. And from going and actually learning the process, having been there, understanding it inside and out, sometimes I forget I need to carry those same exact lessons over into my coaching. When I coach my athletes, I tell them, you need to work hard, right? Hard work is the bare minimum, especially on your high school team. You need to be the hardest worker on your team, but it's not always just about hard work. And I caught myself working really hard on my business and with my team, trying to just grind through. And I realized I understand this for sports. I've always understood this. It's what a lot of high school athletes misunderstand, but I wasn't applying the same principle to my business. So I decided to take a minute and write down everything that I've understood and learned from getting to the D1 level, not only as a reset, but also to help you guys along your journey, because I am a strong believer in living by what I preach, practicing what I preach. So the first thing I have written down here is you should be proud of being a hard worker. And there should be some level or some sort of proudness that you have. You should compete to be the hardest worker on your team. And that's the thing that most people get confused. I post Instagram reels and I talk, and I get these old heads who've never played a snap of football in their life message me, this message is horrible. Okay. Well, I played D1 as a true freshman. I think I know what I'm talking about. And, all my D1 connections that I have as well also agree with me, because they hear the message for what it really is. The people that hear don't work hard is the people that are surface level. They might not have a couple more than 2 brain cells, right? The people that actually understand what I'm saying is hard work is the bare minimum. So hard work shouldn't be the focus. A lot of people use hard work as an identity. They take pride in it, but they take it to the extreme. And all that really does is hide your technical flaws. They're so happy. I'm working so hard. I'm the hardest worker on my team. I'm outworking everyone. Well, it's like, well, bro, you might not know it, but you're subconsciously actually using that as a mask. You're so proud of being like a weight room warrior and this and that, but when it comes to Friday nights, you're not the best player on the field. And the reason for that is because you never took a look at yourself and a look at your game for what it really is. This is the same thing I was doing with my coaching program. I realized I was working extremely hard, but hard work is the bare minimum. Why am I focused on hard work if that's already the standard, especially at the Division I level? That is the bare minimum. The guys that get ahead are the guys that could do the same amount of work but get more out for it. So the easiest word to say for that is whoever's the most efficient. That's why coaching is such an amazing thing, because in coaching you could allow an athlete who is very committed to work very hard, come in with a good mindset, and get more out for what they put in because of the system that you have them in. It allows their results to be that much better than a guy that's just doing misdirected work, misdirected effort. Again, I wrote here, hard work can be used as a mask to avoid the real problems. And going further in that bullet point, if your main concern all the time is I'm working hard, bro, and you think that hard work is getting you ahead, well, hint, hint, every other wide receiver in the country is also working hard that's somewhat serious about playing Division I football. Every business owner that I'm kind of competing with, because there's only a set amount of athletes who are actually serious, they're working hard as well. But what gets you ahead is actually being able to look at, or have somebody look at, your exact weaknesses, your exact flaws, and what you're doing wrong, and tell you, brother, you're dog shit at this and you need to clean it up here and you need to do X, Y, Z. And then you continue to work hard at it because hard work is the bare minimum. There's something just about high level individuals, and I don't mean to get all alpha male on you guys, but high value males, high value individuals, high functioning and performing athletes, where it's like, if you go to an NFL athlete and you tell them, bro, I'm working so hard, they're going to be like, good, like, no shit. No shit. And when you put it like that, it seems so obvious, or at least it seems very obvious to me. But so many high school guys who want to play Division I football and earn a scholarship for whatever their reason is, rely on hard work as their main identity and their separating factor, when in fact it's not the hard work that's getting you there, buddy. You just took that first stepping stone. I have written here as my next one, you should strive to fail. I'm not sure if you can see that. Take identity. Use your identity. Have your identity be someone who fails a shit ton. Who strives to be efficient. Who strives to be a true master of their craft. Because we all know people out there who get on the football field, whether they're a linebacker or they're a running back or they're a wide receiver, who just spam shit. Whether they're spamming their feet, spamming juke moves, and we all see how stupid that is. When you see inefficiency right in front of your eyes, you really realize how dumb it looks when it's to the extreme. But the further you want to make it, the more important it gets. The micro movements, if they're efficient, it means more because you want to play that much higher of a level of football than everyone else. And by striving to fail, what I mean is you need to attack every practice, every training session, every recruiting meeting that you have, whatever your schedule is, your nutrition, with, yes, the core basic things that you know you need to do. You have the daily musts. If you don't have a schedule, by the way, guys, you need to implement a schedule in your daily life, or you cannot claim to me that you want to be great. Yes, we attack the things in our daily schedule and we do our daily musts, but within our training, within everything, we want to try to poke holes at our own shit. And this is why I was saying it's so important to have somebody else as well, or look at yourself. Because if you can continuously, and it takes a certain type of individual to be able to continuously poke holes at their game and what they're doing wrong, because it's also so uncomfortable and it's painful to admit what you're bad at. It's painful to work on things that you're really bad at, even if you really want. And this is why I think what I do is so amazing and so special, because to be able to make it where I did and play D1 as a true freshman, and allowing to, within just the nature of my business, working with athletes who want to do the same, it's like you surround yourself with these individuals and these human beings who are learning to adapt or have already adapted, like me and the guys that are more mature in my programs. A certain type of mindset where they could look at themselves, look at what they're doing wrong, tear themselves the fuck down, but also keep such a positive mindset because they're chasing something greater. And it truly takes a special type of individual, and these individuals will always be successful. Because in society, it's so common and so normal for raise your hand in class. Oh, wrong. It's like almost subconsciously a bad thing. At least to general teachers. When you fail, a lot of people get scared, but as athletes, you need to be chasing failure, especially when you're not in season. Especially not in season. That's how I help myself get ahead. It's one of the things that I did. I make a lot of videos on here, guys. I really recommend you go watch the videos. Really try to get some insight. I failed a lot and I chased failure. And that's what really helped me get ahead as well. It's like I didn't care that I went to a smaller school. It just means I need to fail more. If you're trying to be the man that, let's use a business example, pops up one day and you strike success day one, but you're the man that fails 500 days in a row, even if this guy's $1 million, $2 million in the bank and this guy's just cracking his first dollar on day 500, he failed 500 times. This guy cracked it day one. Over time, this guy's going to stumble because he doesn't know what to avoid. The guy who failed and chased failures and looked at what he was consistently bad at knows what not to do. And his odds of failing again in the future because he chased failure and continued to try to poke holes in his game and stay positive and continue to grind and not give up until day 500. Now his odds of ever failing again, I mean, he's just going to soar past. And this guy, he has some stuff now, so he's going to be scared of losing it all. Really think about that. When you're young, it's the best time to fail. I'm not saying go purposely fail. Like, of course, we want to try to train and get to the point where we know exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it. But don't ever get ignorant in the fact by thinking that you've done something for a little bit longer, or that because you're the best person in your town or your area to do something, that you're not doing it wrong, or there's other people that aren't doing it out there better than you, because there are. And there's something that you can correct. And that's why I was talking about my business. I was working hard, and I'm not claiming that I'm just better than other coaches. I believe I am the best coach in the world, and I always will have that mindset. My program's the best. The athletes that I take, they have to have a very specific type of mindset. They need to be a specific type of athlete, because I'm not just putting up with the BS. We need people that can actually be able to receive constructive criticism and attack and execute. But again, I know right now I'm not the best coach in the world, but I believe it. And I was trying to just grunt and brute force my way through everything, especially with hiring on a team and trying to expand and make everything better for my athletes. But I didn't just take a moment and be like, okay, what do I need to fix that is wrong, instead of just trying to work my way through it with main effort. Let me actually try to be smart about this. And I guess that's the best way to put it. Let's work smarter, not harder. But imagine you're working the smartest and you're working the hardest. It's like when hard work fails to work hard. I forget what the damn saying is. It's like consistency and hard work and this and that. But if you guys can consistently do it, and I don't know why I can't think of it right now, but if you guys can consistently challenge yourself to work smarter while you're the hardest worker in the room, and you couple that with consistency, it's like you're going to blow everyone out of the water. Add the right system around you, add the right coach. Oh my Lord. Again, you should be striving to be efficient. Be the hardest worker and don't say a word about it. Brag to other guys. Yo, I failed more than you today. What? I might even think you're stupid. Yeah, I failed more than you today. Because I pushed myself to the point where I was uncomfortable. I pushed myself when I was running this curl route more than you, to where I fell on my ass because I couldn't get in and out in 3 steps. I tried new things that I didn't do good at. I tried different releases. I tried to apply these things that I learned in my training, and they didn't work out. And I'm taking pride in that because I'm striving to be efficient. I'm not holding myself back, because you're only hurting your future self by not striving to be efficient and taking pride in just hard work. But you can actually do that. You learn to adapt that mindset where you can tell a teammate straight up to his face, yeah, bro, I failed more than you today. You're not fucking doing enough. It might look like from the outside perspective, dude, he's getting clamped up today. You, the one trying to be efficient, yo, he didn't have the best practice. But subconsciously, you know this is exactly what you want. You don't want to hold yourself back from trying stuff in practice. No one starts out an expert. When I started filming content, guys, I could not talk to a camera like this. Now it's second nature. Yes, I still have times where I wish I could speak a little bit more fluently and I could speak a little bit better. And I wish that I could stop doing this stuff, and I do the same motions over and over and over again. But the only way that you could actually perfect what you're doing is to continue to chase failure and continue to improve what you're not good at. I have written down here for one of my last 2 bullet points, truly shift your perspective. Now, you might understand and kind of fully grasp what I'm saying already from listening to this point in the video, but there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of people telling you this. There's a lot of people telling you that. You need to look at the people that you want to become like, that have been in the places that you want to be, and lock in on those people. I could literally today go on to social media and find one guy telling me, post 6 times a day. That's how you grow your coaching business. You guys could find people, you need to be working positional drills 5 times a week. I can go to the other side. Post once a day. You need to be posting once a day. You need to be doing positional drills once or twice a week. There's never going to be a perfect metric where it's like everyone agrees. Just like people aren't going to agree with you on maybe this perspective thing if you actually learn to adapt it from me. But if you feel like I'm being genuine and you feel like I've been somewhere where you want to be, I don't know, learning from D1 guys, being around D1 guys, being a D1 guy myself, I'd fully commit to it. And I mean right now. Challenge yourself to be consistent throughout your life. Do it when you're talking to your girlfriend. If you're being a little bit of a dick, you're being a little bit of an asshole, and you're arguing, this sounds very stupid. Stay with me now. And you're arguing and you just keep going at it, try to be more efficient. Try to argue smarter. Slow down, calm down. Okay, what's the actual issue here? Let's talk. Let's put our emotions aside. I'm not perfect by any means, so let's also not get this twisted. But I love making these videos because it brings up these things for me again that I've always had ingrained in my mind from learning and getting to where I've gotten in my life so far, but it challenges me to be better as well, and it's a refresher for me. If you can learn to be consistent with something like that, working smarter and giving effort to your people, then playing football, that's going to be easy. Because you guys love football. That's why you're watching this video right now. That's why you follow me on Instagram. If you don't, holla at your boy. I'll get you right. If you could do it with the little things and be consistent, it'll carry over into the other parts of your life. Just like if you've ever been lazy in your life before, or there's been a bad time in your life, it's kind of hard to, in the rest of the areas of your life, not carry over those emotions and those feelings. Because we're not robots, guys. Things seep into other areas of our life. So truly challenge yourself to shift that perspective. And the last thing I have written down here is pick yourself apart daily. Again, kind of reiterating on the things I said before, but pick at that argument. What did I say that was wrong that pissed off my girlfriend? Or you don't have a girlfriend because you want to focus on football. Great. What did I say to my sisters? What did I say to my mom? This is just conversations, guys, okay? And some people might think this is extreme, and if you don't have the same mindset, then please just unclick the video at this point. But it gets to the point where it's like you're in rec league basketball and you want to have fun, but it's like there's a certain part where it's like, could I have done that crossover better? Listen, I know this sounds extreme, and there's a certain place and time to just relax and have fun, but it's like you can keep that competitive spirit with yourself and also understand what things to be light with. Like, don't tear yourself up and kill yourself over the fact that you have a bad crossover in the rec league. But I'm saying, like, you need to adapt that mindset where it's like, okay, well, can I actually do this smarter? Can I get the same result out with less effort? Or can I put the same amount of effort in that I've been putting in and get a better result? Because again, hard work is not the key differentiator in Division I football. All the guys are working hard. And I'm not saying there isn't like a leaderboard where, like, of course isn't like physical, where in this imaginary world where we could see it. I'm not saying there isn't a leaderboard where guys aren't working hard, but I'm saying as you go up, the levels become like this because everyone's working hard, and it's like it's not about just the effort that you're putting in with your body. It's what you're getting out. So again, just to reiterate for you guys, I challenge you to use your identity and change your identity into being a smart worker, the hardest worker, doing the smartest things for you consistently over time. Grab a notebook like this. Write down the things that you're doing. Pick apart the things that you're not doing so great. Pick apart the things that you feel like you are doing great and see if there's a better way that you could do it, or find help or get help from somebody who actually knows what the best thing is for you. Stop relying on hard work as your fallback to why you're going to become somebody great. No shit, it takes hard work. No shit.